Good morning, y'all, and welcome to day one in the Florida Keys. We are in Key Largo. It is insanely windy this morning, and it's probably gonna be pretty windy all week, but we're here. We're gonna make the best out of it. We're gonna make it happen. The target today is, I don't really know what we're going fishing for. We're just gonna go out there, go fishing, see what we can find. Y'all stay tuned. Let's get on the water, make it happen. So we got our kayaks right here next to the camper. We're gonna go ahead and stage everything up. I put all my offshore stuff I wasn't using inside the camper, but not really sure what we're gonna find here. The first thing we found is a solid tangle. Get that knocked out. Just got a setup for everything right here. We got some top water, we got some jerk baits, and we have a big setup in case we run across tarpon, giant snook, anything like that. Maybe some Goliath grouper. There is a canal called Grouper Canal over here. It can only be named Grouper Canal for one reason. We got our charts pulled up on the left. We got our down scan pulled up on the right. We're gonna start off going down this little canal right here, and then we're probably gonna have to shoot across the bay. We have mapped out a ton of back bay ponds and pools that we feel like might be holding these snook and tarpon, but really we're just exploring around. First time we've ever been in these areas, so super excited. Even with the wind, I feel like we can find some good fish. Here we go, boys, open water. That's a CUDA. Get off. Let go. Oh, I'm on. Tarpon. That's a tarpon. He ain't even went crazy yet. He bit it right at the boat. Come here. Dude, you can tell how cold he is. He's not even going crazy. That was insane. I seen another one up ahead working. There he is. I know you're cold, buddy. But y'all, it is the next day, and we had to move a little bit further north to get out of all the wind. And we have hooked a tarpon here first thing this morning. All right. These fish are so cold, so we're gonna handle them with care. Get in the net, buddy. All right, get in the net. There we go. Well, we got that guy on the old hoodwink. Right there, get a couple photos. We're gonna let this guy go. All right, well, first fish of this trip, a doggone tarpon. All right, buddy. There he goes, he's kicked. Whew. He left a little surprise on me. I seen another one jump up there. So we came down here to escape the cold, the wind, and the rain. And I mean, we just got massive sheets of clouds out there. Hopefully the sun will make an appearance today. It's about 45 degrees where we're at. Water temperature sitting at 63. That is insanely cold for the Florida Keys, Everglades area. Obviously we hooked that tarpon right there, and he had one jump, like one little small jump, didn't run hardly any drag. We've caught a lot of these fish down here, and I've never seen one act so lethargic. So hopefully that sun comes on up, warms the water temperature up just a little bit. I think around 10 or 11 today we're supposed to have a decent little break. That's what I was throwing right there. This is the Southern Salt Hoodwink, our own personal bait. This is the ultraviolet color, and I just got that on our 1/4 ounce screwball jig head BKK hooks on there. Awesome jig heads, awesome lures, and they catch a ton of fish. We're not even to the tarpon area yet. I don't typically catch any tarpon in here. I catch mainly snook on this part. I'm on tarpon. That one's running on me. That was a good fish. Oh yeah. They're on the flats, dude. I don't know if I tail wrapped that one or snagged him or what. He's swimming kind of sideways on me. Oh, we found the fish, y'all. Let me go ahead and turn my motor off here. This one's a little bit bigger. That one's got a little spunk to it. Still has not jumped out of the water on me yet, though. Come here. Oh, there he is. That one's bigger. So much fun catching these guys, and they absolutely love the hoodwink, even though I did snag this one up under the belly. Chill out, buddy. Chill out. Chill out. We're gonna get a good release on you, I promise. I hate netting tarpon, but I think that's probably the best thing for us to do right now. If we can get them ready. I don't want to overwork this fish with it being this cold. All right, in the net. There we go. Tarpon number 2. That was maybe 3 or 4 casts later. I think we found some fish. Look at that guy. A little bit bigger than the last. Thank you so much for that bite. Bye-bye. Boom! Let's go.
Bad word.
A tarpon jumped in my boat, dude. It just, dude, this tarpon, I was re-rigging and this tarpon just jumped in my kayak. Holy moly. Holy shit. All right. Get out of here, dude. Dude almost knocked me out, man. What the shit, dude? We need to be on the flats, man. We need to be on the flat. That has to be the most insane thing that's ever happened out here kayak fishing. Just sitting here re-rigging. I mean, I heard something jump out the water right beside me. Next thing you know, I got a tarpon bouncing around in my kayak. So insane. It's gonna be a good day of fishing. It's gonna be a good day. All right, so we're gonna make a little bit of switch. I know the hoodwink's working, but I really want to try some new lures while I'm out here. So we're gonna throw the Z-Man. I believe this is called the Mulletron right here. It's got a little wedge tail design, and it's dark. Water's muddy right now from all the wind. So we'll just chunk that out there, give it a nice slow retrieve, and maybe give it a little couple pops in the middle. Well, we have been throwing this for the better part of about 2 hours and have not had a bite on it. So we're gonna go ahead and retie our hoodwink back on and see if we can get back to work with that. Little creek just up ahead, kind of like a mangrove tunnel. We're gonna try to squeeze through it. Something hit it. Something hit that one for sure. Got him. Fish on. Ooh, that's acting like a snook. Come here, get the boat. All right. Well, woo. We now have our first snook of the trip. Get that old hoodwink out of you. We did go over to the white minnow of death hoodwink, and that is our first snook. Not a giant by any stretch of the means. This is just a little fella, but I absolutely love targeting these fish. So aggressive, so fun, and they love eating artificial lures. Appreciate the bite, buddy. Let's go ahead and get you in the back in the water. Bye-bye. We'll see you next time. Ease back in here, sitting in about 2 foot of water, 1.5, 2 foot of water, real shallow. Uh-oh. Get out of them bushes. We're gonna try to keep that lure right on the edge of those mangroves. I do believe that's where that guy came out and ate. If we can get out of here with a snook over 25, 26 inches, that would just be absolutely awesome. I mean, that's the main fish I come down here to South Florida to target is snook. We don't have them, or at least we don't have resident snook in Alabama, not yet anyways. And coming down here, targeting those fish never gets old. Woo! Well, we are loaded up. And we're gonna try to hit some spillways.
Hit some spillways.
Hit some spillways, yeah. We kayaked all over the place the last 2 days. Did find some tarpon today and one little old snook. However, we are still on the hunt for some giant fish. Kind of running out of time down here. It is very windy. I think it might rain tonight, and I think it's also going to get a little bit colder in the morning. So we just got to our first spillway. Went ahead, just grabbed one rod with me. Got a big swim bait right there, the Z-Man, I believe that's a Hercules. And we're gonna try to ease up just ahead, throw around. Maybe there's some moving water in there. Hopefully we can find some fish. We were planning on grilling some fish. Looks like it's gonna be leftover pizza. Fridge is kind of small. We had to fold up a pizza box to get it to fit in there. Leftover pizza for dinner. No fish going on the grill. It was an insanely tough day out there. We'll talk more about that a little bit later on. I'm gonna get cleaned up, eat some dinner, and I'll get back with y'all. All right, y'all, so we just got through eating, and check it out. I just want to level with y'all and talk to y'all a little bit about what we got going on. So coming over here, basically kind of back up just a little bit, right? We had a lot of cold, windy, wet weather coming through Alabama. Colby and I decided that it would be cool to just let ChatGPT decide where we go. So we asked ChatGPT. ChatGPT said, go to the Keys. The Keys would be warm. It'd be great fishing, all those things. Well, we pack up, we come down here, windy the entire time, rain. Like, this is our second day of fishing, and we're supposed to be here for 1 or 2 more days, and it looks like the wind is not letting up. There's no chance of that. And that's kind of like the downfall to filming traveling fishing content. You never really know what you're gonna get weather-wise, you know. On the way down here, we were checking the wind, and really, in the beginning, it was only looking like our first day here was going to be windy. The rest of the time, it was going to be smooth, flat seas. Everything was looking good, and now, like, it's just all collapsed. So, if we were back home, we'd just go hunting or hang out, right? So, we're in this situation where we're forced to kind of scramble around, figure out a way to make it happen. So we reached out to the owner of this Airbnb right here, and we're going to go ahead and do an early checkout tomorrow. We're leaving the Keys, and we're going to head to Marco Island tomorrow, and we're gonna fish around Marco Island, and then from there we're gonna head up to Crystal River, get a hotel room in Crystal River, and film some content around the Homosassa, Palm Harbor, Spring Hill area, maybe Crystal River. Not really sure where we're gonna go at there, but that's kind of the plan right now. I know leading into this, we were looking at just spending a lot of time down here in the Keys. I wanted to hit the bridge. There's all sorts of fish that hang around there. It's one of my favorite things to do down here is hit the bridges. And I also wanted to push offshore and hit some reefs out of the kayaks. Unfortunately, the wind and the weather is just not gonna let that happen. So that's what y'all can expect to see from us in the next couple of episodes. Planning on doing an episode in Marco Island, given that the weather lets us, and then also in Crystal River, Homosassa area. So that's what's coming up next. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. If y'all would, leave me a like, comment with any questions, subscribe if y'all haven't already. We'll see y'all next time.